So in this section, we will be solving 3 problems on arithmetic progression. So let's begin with the first one. In the first problem, we have to obtain the value of the first term and the common difference. And it's given here that the third term and the 10th term are in AP, and they have the value 25 and -3 respectively. So let's begin. So we'll first consider that the common difference is represented by the letter D in lowercase, and we have our first term represented by the letter A in lowercase. So here it's given here that the third term, A3, it has a value of 25, and we have the 10th term with the value of -3. So using this information, we need to obtain the value of our first term as well as the common difference. So let's begin. We can use here the general form of the nth term, which is given by a plus n minus 1 times the common difference d. So that means the third term will become a plus 3 minus 1 times d equals to 25, which gives us a plus 2d equals to 25. We'll label this as equation number 1. And the 10th term, this will be given by a plus 10 minus 1 times d equals to -3, such that we have a plus 9d equals to -3. We'll label this as equation number 2. So what we'll do, we'll subtract equation 1 from equation number 2, such that we have a plus 9d minus a minus 2d, which will be equals to -3 minus 25. Now the a and a goes away, so we have 7d, that will be equals to -28. D will be equals to -28 over 7. So we have 7 times 4 is 28. So that means we have the common difference with a value of -4. Now that we have the common difference, we can use either equation 1 or 2 to obtain the value of our first term. So let's use equation number 2. When equation number 2 have a equals to -3 minus 9d, this will be equals to -3 minus 9 times d, which is -4. That will be -3 plus 9 times 4 is 36, which will give us the value 33. So that means our first term, we can say that our first term value, that's 33, and we have a common difference of -4. So let's move on to the next problem. Problem number 2. It's given here that the sequence AN is an AP, and we are given here the ratio of the 4th term to the 7th term that has a value of 2/3. Using this information, we need to obtain the value of the 6th term divided by the 8th term. So let's begin. So first thing first, what we'll do, let's consider that the first term be represented by the letter A in its lowercase, and similarly the common difference will be also represented by lowercase letter d. Now that we have these two, the first term and the common difference, there are a4, which is the 4th term, can be represented as a plus 4 minus 1 times d, or simply equals to a plus 3d. And the 7th term will be represented by a plus 7 minus 1 times d, which is equals to a plus 6d. Now, let's do this equation 1 and this equation number 2. We're going to divide equation number 1 with equation number 2, which is going to give us a4 divided by a7, that's equals to a plus 3d divided by a plus 6d. Now it's given here that the ratio a4 to the a7, that value is 2/3. So that means we now have a plus 3d divided by a plus 6d. This value will be equals to 2/3. The cross multiplying, we have 3 multiplied to a plus 3d, which will be equals to 2 multiplied to a plus 6d. So we have 3 times a plus 3 times 3d will be 9d, which will be equals to 2 times a plus 12d. Transposing 2a to the left hand side, so we have 3a minus 2a, and transposing 9d to the right hand side, we have 12d minus 9d. So this is going to give us a equals to 3d. Let's label this as number 3 and we'll set it aside. Now we have to find out the value of the ratio of a6 to a8. So here a6, which is the 6th term, this will be given by a plus 6 minus 1 times d, or simply a plus 5d. And our 8th term will be given by a plus 8 minus 1 times d, or a plus 7d. Hence we can write the ratio a6 to a8 as a plus 5d divided by a plus 7d. We have already obtained the value of a as given in equation number 3, which a is 3d. So if we replace this a value with 3d, that means in the numerator we're going to get 8d, and in the denominator we have 10d, and on simplification we will get the ratio 4:5. So that means the value of a6 to a8, this ratio is given by 4:5. Let's move on to the next problem. So in problem number 3, we have to find out the first term and the common difference. As given here, there's a sum of the fourth and the eighth term, which is an AP, as 24, and the sum of the sixth and the 10th term of an AP is 34. This will be the same AP. So what we'll do is we will consider that the first term is represented by the lower letter, the lowercase a, and the common difference will be represented by the lowercase letter t. And here we have to find out the value of a as well as the value of t. Now it's given here that the fourth term, a4 plus a8, so that's given here that this value is equals to 24. This is from 1. And we are given here that the sixth term added to the 10th term has a value of 34. That has been number 2. Now a fourth term can be also represented as a plus 3d, and our eighth term will be a plus 7d. That will be equals to 24. We have 2a plus 10d, that's equals to 24. If we divide both sides with 2, we have a plus 5d, that will be equals to 12. Let this be equation number 3. Then we have a sixth term, which will be a plus 5d, and it will be added to the 10th term, which is a plus 9d. This will be equals to 34. So we have 2a plus 9 plus 5, 9. That will be 14d, which is equals to 34. Dividing both sides with 2, we have a plus 7d. That will be equals to 17. So let this be equation number 4. Now what we'll do, we'll subtract equation number 3 from equation number 4. So that means we have a plus 7d minus a minus 5d, and this will be equals to 17 minus 12, which leaves us with the value. So a and a goes away, 7d minus 5d, that will be 2d. So 2d will be equals to 5, or simply d equals to 5 over 2. Then we can use ED equation 304 to obtain the value of our common difference d. So let's use equation number 3. So here our a value will be equals to 12 minus 5d, which will be equals to 12 minus 5 times 5 over 2, or which is 25 over 2. So this means this is going to give us the value negative half. Therefore, the first term will be negative half, and our common difference will be equals to 5 over 2.